Hello everybody, welcome back to the studio. This is Natifa. I am going to do a quick review today. Maybe it's not going to be so quick, but I just got in some new watercolor paints that I totally just bought off of Instagram because they look really pretty. And I just got them in today and I wanted just to play with them and do a quick little review of them because of how beautiful I thought they looked on Instagram. So I'm going to see here what this is. So this is, I don't remember what they're called, but they're just like, they were a really vibrant, like watercolor set. They had like 10 colors, 20 colors, and 60 colors. And they were very, very metallic. And so I was like, ooh, I want those. So I will find the photo and put that on there on the screen for you guys to see. But it comes in this little bag right here. It took a little bit of time to get to me. I think it came from China, honestly. And it has this little card right here. You can see it. But it's like a very, very shimmery color. So I think this is for you to put down what colors they are, I'm assuming. And then it has like these little, I think these are like sticky dots. I'm not really sure what these are. But, and then it has a lot of, I think these are like pan, they're kind of like a little pan pastel type deal. Not pastel, pan, I don't know, holders for the watercolor. All right, so let me see here. So I got the 60 pack because I like colors. Okay. So this is what it looks like, the 60 color set. And we're gonna try these. It has a little paintbrush. So I'm not really sure, I guess 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5. So yeah, it's 60. And I think you're supposed to just like put your whatever on those, which might be kind of fun to do. So you can kind of see, but oh, I think these are to put underneath your little pan so to stick to the container. We're going to do that later. So yeah, so it comes with these little sticky like glue dots that you're supposed to, they're kind of perforated a little bit. And I think you're supposed to stick these to the bottom of your little pans and color pans and then stick them back into your little container. My guess is they want you to kind of create your own palette in the way you want it to be, the way you want it to look. So that's what I think they're probably doing. And then you can kind of stick them down. So 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's 60 of these as well. All right. So I just want to play really quickly on this little sheet right here. This is from Dina Wakley's ledger journal that just came out. Let me show you. And it's this little ledger journal, and it just comes with and it's like, it's not old, it's like brand new pages, but, and I already kind of did some fun stuff in here, but it's, I think, glorious. It's a ledger. It's this ledger on here, but it's just a blank book of just, it's like a ledger book, and it's just brilliant. I think it's amazing. So I took a couple sheets out, I should say, to play with. So, I'm going to play with them. And when I saw these originally, they were like, I saw the 10 and the 20. And I really wanted, there was a set of 10 and a set of 20. And the set of 20 looked just beautiful. It was like these warm colors. And I was like, I want those. So I'm just going to test this and see what they look like here. And they don't even, oh, okay, I didn't expect that. They don't even have like, they don't even have like names of them. I think it's in Chinese maybe. Well, how am I supposed to know which one of these is which? I'm not going to know because I can't speak Chinese. But you know who can speak Chinese? Google. So Google's going to help me figure out what these are supposed to be. But before then, these are supposed to be super shimmery. They're kind of shimmery, not really though, honestly. Let me see if I add more. I'm gonna let it dry a bit. I'm gonna try some gold. I definitely feel like this would be fun to take on a trip with you somewhere. If you wanted to do like some art on a trip somewhere. Like with the ledger book, because I feel like that ledger book is, I don't know, I feel like it's just, for a mixed media artist, it has a background already set. So I should go in order and see what these colors really look like. All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna start from the top and I'm gonna go in order on this little ledger sheet here so we can get a good idea of what these colors look like. So I think I'm gonna put a couple of drops in a lot on all of these. So I'm gonna do 60 of these. And frankly, I would love to do this as a, I would love to have like gesso on this paper, but I'm not going to. All right, so this is this one. All right, so I am done and I think these are interesting. Again, I bought these because they were supposed to be super duper shimmery and I don't know. I mean, there is some shimmer here. I'm going to turn my lights down a little bit and hopefully you can see that it's not necessarily dried yet, but you can kind of see, hopefully see the coloring. These are the lighter colors up here and these are more of the colorful colors, so to speak. I love this paper. The brush is this little, like, it has a little tip on here like that. It's like a round brush, a very small one. So I would love to have received a flat brush, but Hold on a second. Okay guys, so sorry about that. I had to kind of stop filming because my teenager fell or slid into the garage door when he was coming in the house, and I was like, what is that sound? I'm sure you heard it. But he is fine, but it was like, whoa. Anyway, I was saying that I would have loved to receive a flat brush as well, I think, or even like a fluffier, rounder brush. I don't know. But I think the intention for this, obviously, the little palette pans or whatever are small, so I guess that's why the brush is smaller. But I think it would be fun to kind of, use a bigger brush, and I can use brushes that I have in my studio. So I really like this paper. I like on this paper, and I kind of went back through and I started like, shaking or not really shaking, but going back and forth. And you can see the metallics on here a bit more now that it's dried. So I think that it is metallic. I just feel like the advertisement that I saw on Instagram was a little bit more, it was a little bit more glitter. It was more glittery. There was a lot more glitter in there. And so it looked very, very cool. And so I don't think it's as glittery as they said it was going to look. So, but it is still metallic, and they're still fun and pretty. I'm going to do a couple more on different paper, because I do think that these paints are going to look amazing on darker paper, and I want to try that so we can see what they end up looking like. So I'm going to do probably like a couple more, maybe 3 more on different types of paper, and we will kind of see how those turn out. But I do think this is really pretty, and this is something that I would love to send to somebody in my magic mail to people. I think somebody would love to receive this. So yeah, I think also adding gesso to the paper and doing this might be really interesting. So I may do that too as well. But I love this paper so much. I just think, y'all, if you are a mixed media artist, or if you're somebody who does a lot of like mixed media work, I would encourage you to get this new ledger journal from Dana Wakley. Honestly, I think it's beautiful. So anyway, that's just me. So I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to grab my other papers to work on. All right. So I have gotten a craft cardstock. This is just craft cardstock off of Amazon, and I really like it a lot. So I'm going to try using the watercolor paint on this one, just to see what it looks like. Because I do think, like I said, I do think on darker paper, this is going to be really pretty. So I'm going to just pick out select colors. I'm not going to do all 60 of them. I'm just going to do a few of them and see how I like those. And I'm using a flatter brush. This is like a shader is what it's called, but just to kind of, add some color there. So okay, so this obviously needs to dry, but here's our initial coloring of this. I'm going to set this aside, let it dry a bit. And then I'm going to try these tags. These are craft tags by Ranger Ink. You can see there. And they are a size, these are a size 8 craft tags. You can see there. And they're about 6.25 by 3.25 inches. And I think they're going to be pretty. And I want to try this because I think the paper is going to be pretty, but also I do believe that this might fit. Let me see. It might fit in my envelopes, these shorter ones. Maybe they don't. So I'm going to cut this down because I want them to be able to fit in here as something to send to people. So I'm going to cut this down a little bit. like right here. So hopefully that's straight. So now I can tuck this in here as like a little souvenir or actually an artifact to somebody. So I'm going to do that. And I'm just going to try just random colors again because I might do like just one color. Because I do think that these darker papers, like I said before, I think they will work really, really well with these watercolors. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try the purples and the blues. So purples and blues, I'll try. Let's see, I'm going to do I have a different shape brush? I'll just do this one. All right, I'm going to let this dry as well. And I'm going to do one more. I really like the hearts. So I'm really liking this exercise a lot because it's just giving me a good idea about just the different paint colors on the different papers. Is this one dry? Almost. We're still getting there a little bit. All right, so I wanted to try this on some black paper. So this is a black paper sketchbook that I bought. Gosh, probably, I think it was like like near Christmas last year. My husband and I went up to Grand Rapids, Michigan, and just sort of like checked out some stores, and I found this, and I was like, I have to have it. So now I got it. So I'm gonna just rip one of these papers out. The papers are perforated, so you can just rip it out as you need to. And I think this would be, again, really fun to send to somebody as a artifact or whatever and whatnot. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to fold this up in half, and I'm going to just do the front of it. So I could actually like use this as like, I could stamp on here and emboss it with different colors. I could write in here with some gel pen as a note. So on the front, I'm just gonna just do some of these little paint swatches and just see what we get and what it looks like. So I think what I do want to do though is kind of, I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to do like a color wheel a bit. I don't know if I want to do that, but something kind of, maybe I'll just do some, I don't know. I'll just do something similar because I don't really know what I want to do with this one. But yeah. So I think we'll just sort of go for that, just what we're doing. But let's try a different shape. What shape should I try? I think I'll do little like lines. Okay, maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll use this one for lines. And I'm going to go with like, I don't even know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'll do this orange over here because I haven't really done any of the orange. I'm going to spray some water on here so I can, oops, get these going. I've gotten pink into my whites over here. clean that out. Okay. Let's do some orange. So, oops. So the thing is, I feel like we really should not be afraid to just, do something just as simple as like color swatching on black paper to send to people. Because honestly, this is going to be something that somebody else is going to receive and think is just beautiful. And I think so many times we limit ourselves because we don't think that what we are producing has any worth because we're the ones producing it. You know what I mean? And I think that's sort of a bad way to kind of look at it. I feel like, I think we should really give ourselves a lot more credit for the things that we make, even if we're not really feeling it that day. But those little moments that you take, the time you take to make something for somebody, is time well spent. At least that's how I look at it for me as well, because I don't know a lot of the people that I'm sending things to. I don't know half of them. Shoot, not even half. Like, I don't know a quarter of them, but I do think that it's worth it in the end, because you just don't know what people are going through. You really don't. And if it can help bring a smile to somebody's face, it might just be worth it, y'all. Oh, that's blue. I want some different color there. Let's do like one of these colors up here. Oh, that's gorgeous on black. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Didn't expect that one. All right, so I'm going to do some more of these up here. This is so fascinating. Oh my gosh. I love these. Like, I think a lot of times, like on the ledger paper, you couldn't really tell the color of this because of just how light the colors are. But on this black paper, they shine for sure. Wow. It turned even like blue, green, and these are all the white palette ones up here. That is fascinating to me. So fascinating. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry as well, and then when it's done drying, I'll come back and we can kind of look at all the papers together and kind of decide what we think, or come to a conclusion as to what we think about this this watercolor set. Okay, so we have dried all of our papers, and I just wanted to go through these with you all again. So this was the first one we did, and this was on, again, Dina Wakley's ledger journal paper. I just ripped out a set from there, and I just used the colors on here to see what they would look like. I think they're beautiful still. I love the paper more than probably the watercolors. I really am feeling these papers. They're so beautiful to me. But yes, but it looks pretty decent on there. You can kind of see, you can see the shimmer on them when you kind of go back and forth. Let me turn this down a little bit so we can see more of those colors a bit. I think you can see it better there under the light. Okay, so that's that one. And then I did this one over here, and this is on just some craft card stock from Amazon. And I think it's beautiful. Like I had a feeling that these papers or these watercolors would look really beautiful on dark paper. And I think, you know, that they do. So I love this one too. So you can kind of see it there, what that looks like. And then this is the one that I did on the Ranger tag. And oh gosh, this, I think outside of this paper is probably my favorite. I love, 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 love how this looks on here. I think it's so beautiful. And I love the way the colors kind of sit on this paper. This is something that I would just love to send to somebody in Magic Mail. I probably will after writing some stuff on the bottom here and distressing this, but I think it's beautiful. And I imagine that I will probably use more of this, these watercolors on this paper here. I just think it's stunning. I love the greens and the pinks for sure. And then this was the black sketchbook that I purchased when I went up to Grand Rapids, Michigan. And of course, I knew these were going to come out, you know, really vibrant on the black paper because they're metallic and obviously the background is black. So I think these are beautiful too. And I can turn this into a really simple card. It's not very sturdy, but I think it would make a really cool card regardless of that. So there's that one. So I think for me, I wanted to show you something. So I was telling you all that this is the writing of the colors names are in Chinese. And I said that Google speaks Chinese because I don't speak Chinese. Well, maybe I could have, but I don't speak Chinese. But something that I discovered when I went to Portugal this past summer with my family was that you can use your phone to literally translate something in the moment, not like typing it in, but like with a photo. So I wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was really, really cool. So let me get my phone out and get to my Google, and you want to type in Google Translate. Into Google Translate. I hope this can show you Google Translate. And then when you go to Google Translate, you want to there's this little like icon right here, this little camera. You just click on that one. And this will pop up, and you can see it's already doing it, but you can kind of, you can put the language you want, or I have detect language, and I wanted to detect the language that it's going to read and translate that into English on there. And then all you do is you put the little like card. Can you see this? You put so this is what this looks like by it's like just out the gate like that. And then you put the Google Translate on top of it, and it changes it for you. Do you see that? It'll read it for you, and it'll change the word. It is the coolest thing. So I will learn what the actual colors are by translating that with my phone. It's the coolest thing ever. And that's why I meant when I said Google can speak Chinese, that it'll translate it for you. I don't know if you guys do that or not, but I discovered that this summer and I was like, oh my God, this is so awesome. So anyway, so I think, you know, for what I saw on Instagram, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily exactly what I was expecting. I thought there was going to be more like glitter and more of an intense color. And I think I saw that on like the darker papers really. And it's just, I feel like it's just like a regular metallic set of watercolors. It's nothing really spectacular. Would I buy it again? Absolutely, because I still like them. I think they're pretty. Especially on the craft type papers. I think they're really beautiful to send to somebody in the mail. But yeah, I don't think that they're this extravagant thing that you have to like get. It's something you can pack in your bag to take with you on a day trip, or even like on your travels. It's small enough to fit in a bag, and it's not chunky. It's like really, really, it's really thin. as well. So it's not like super chunky. You see how small that is. It's not, you know, it's really, really thin. And you have like all these colors to play with, which I think is really cool. And I think once you stick your little pans down to the plastic of the container, this should be all set. But would I encourage you to buy them? Sure, if you want to play with some, you know, metallic watercolors if you don't have any. But I don't think they're like need to have in your studio. But they're fun to have. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what these were. Again, if I see really fun supplies on Instagram that I just must have, I will purchase them and I will give it a good review. And again, I purchased these myself. These were not gifted to me or anything like that. So this is just my honest review. There are some colors that I absolutely love, and there are some colors that are just okay. And I think I love like the browns and the golds and the greens. So I think those are the ones that are probably used the most. But all in all, it was fun to review these and just test them out. So hopefully you guys got a good, I guess, understanding of what these were, how they work. And if you have any more questions about them, let me know. If you find it on Instagram, or you can be like, oh, this is the one that, you know, Natifah showed us. So hopefully that helps with anything. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.